Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan
And Angela.
from RNA Music, your mom and pop guitar shop and lesson studio, deep in the heart of little old Canton, Texas.
Yep.
That's where we're at right now.
That's right.
And we're going to answer some questions.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. Because you keep asking, we'll keep answering.
That's right.
Let's get to it. First question, Joe McKinney. Ryan, what's your favorite Metallica song to listen to? And what's your favorite Metallica song to play? Oh, good question. What's your favorite Metallica song to sing, Angela?
I probably
All of them.
yes, the whole lot of them. Yeah. Fuel. Probably I don't know.
None of them.
I don't know. No, I enjoyed singing that one song. What did we do for the harvest with the autumn stroll? Which one do we perform?
Sad but true?
No, well, I think we did Sad but True. But
Wherever I May Roam?
No, we did
Inner Sandman.
Inner Sandman. Yes, that was fun.
Yeah, well, that was a big hit. So.
Yeah.
What's my favorite one to listen to? Yeah. That's a tough one. There's so many good ones. Lately, I actually really enjoyed Moth into Flame off their new record.
Yeah,
Actually,
I think of Janet Jackson when I hear that.
It's not a Janet. It's Miss Jackson if you're nasty. It's Mr. Hetfield if you're nasty. It's because I saw them in Dallas and that was great. Best show ever. And so I bought the CD of the album, the recording of the Dallas show. And when I listened to that in the truck, I pretty much just keep listening to Moth into Flame. I like that one a lot from the newest. Of course, there's the old, standbys like Master of Puppets. I like that one. Oh, yeah. Disposable Heroes, that was a big favorite of mine. Creeping Death. They have a ton of them. But I have to go with currently. I actually really enjoyed that one off the new record. My favorite one to play? I don't know. That's hard too. Master never gets old. Master of Puppets never gets old. But Sad But True is just super fun. Like it's just fun to play it. Just Yeah. That one's great. Probably that one. I've probably played that one more than any other song of theirs. There's so many though. I've played snippets of a lot of their tunes. I like Fuel. That one's fun, but I'll just go with Sad But True is just super fun to play.
Yeah.
So much so. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Next question, Blaine Ludman. All right, I have a 78 Gibson RD Standard that needs some pickups. What should I put in? I've got a few pickups here to try already, like the Bill Lawrence X500XL, the Octane series from Diamond, but I don't think those would really fit the guitar. Maybe the headset. The answer is always headset, Blaine. Always. Always. If it were me, I probably would put the headset in there. I've never played the Bill Lawrence pickups. I'm assuming the Dimebucker is somewhat modeled after those old Bill Lawrence pickups that Dime used to use. And I'm not a super mega fan of the Dimebucker pickup, even though I'm a huge Dimebag Darrell fan.
Yeah.
That unless you're really going for that kind of sound, I don't know, but I would say go with the headset. It's great. If you don't want to do that, the custom Seymour Duncan custom in the bridge and 59 in the neck is always a great combination. But I would probably go headset for me. But yeah, just try different things. It's all right. Figure out what you like. Every guitar is a little bit different, so the pickups may react differently to the guitar,
Right.
So
That's true.
Try the headset though. Next question, Walking Dead 1369. I saw the vlog at the guitar show. Was there any guitar that really stood out and caught your eye there? Well, the one that really stopped me in my tracks for a moment was a 1976 Les Paul Custom. I stopped and talked to the owner. It was just a guy there, just a single collector. He was there with his wife. Very nice guy from Oklahoma cities and gas and oil. And so, you know, he had quite a few older guitars that were worth some money, and he was selling them. And that was the one that really, I stopped and like picked it up and held it. And I'm like, can I take a picture with this guitar and talk to him about it? Because I've always wanted a 75 Les Paul Custom, because I was born in 75. And those are kind of hard to find. And he had a 76, which was pretty close, and he was asking about $3,500 for it, which I thought was fair. You know, a couple of years ago when I shopped around for a 75, they were $4 or $5 grand. So I'll put a picture up. And that was the one, you know, that really kind of like, ooh, hey now, let me look a little bit closer. So that was the one that really caught my attention. Now, there were a ton of beautiful guitars. There were a lot of spectacular PRS guitars. And of course, Vola had some really cool ones there. I mean, I was really there to hang out with Greg from Vola and Robert Baker and spent a lot of time with them. But walking around, there was a cool V. There were a couple of cool old Vs. There was one kind of cool Explorer that was in the vlog. But yeah, the 76 Les Paul Custom was the one that really grabbed my attention, I think. Then held it for longer than 3 seconds.
Awesome.
It's overwhelming with all the beautiful guitars there sometimes. So yeah, good question, man. Thank you. CK, hello. What is your opinion about guitar amp simulations, hardware or software? Keep up the good work. Oh, battery's about to die. Son of a gun. Fresh battery time. Okay. The question was, what's your opinion about guitar amp simulators, hardware or software? You know what? I think they have their place for sure. My good friend, the Bitter Bass player, and I have been working on recording some demos and things. And a lot of times we would just plug right in and use some simulated guitar sounds. Tell you what, coming back listening to them, some of them are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So super useful, particularly for recording. I think playing live, I personally prefer, you know, a real amp at the moment. And even recording, you know, I've got a pretty good setup right now over at Paul's house. I got a Class A amp that's cranked up and got a great overdrive pedal and it sounds really good. But I think they, you know, they definitely have their place. For recording, they're actually pretty convenient. If you get a good quality one, it makes life a lot easier in that standpoint. And of course, for practicing at home, you know, if you're going to practice with headphones and you don't want to disturb your family or your family dogs, you know. But I think they're great. They've come a long ways in the last several years, specifically. But the good ones aren't cheap, though, at all. So, you know, it's all good.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Currently. Thanks for the question, CK. Ronnie knows, does Angela genuinely like Thor, or is it more likely that it's Chris Hemsworth that appeals to her? Wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Was that a Doctor Who reference? I don't know who else says wibbly wobbly timey wimey than Doctor Who.
Yeah, it was a Doctor Who reference.
It was definitely a Doctor Who, which was made by me, which is funny because I'm not the big Doctor Who fan. She is. But I liked that Doctor. Which one was that?
I did. That was David Tennant.
David Tennant?
Yes.
He was my favorite Doctor.
It was the Don't Blink episode with the Weeping Angels.
Oh, that one, yeah. I like David Tennant. As a non-Doctor Who fan, he was my favorite Doctor.
Yes. And he's my favorite, you know, kind of actor-esque, whatever.
Except in Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of creepy.
He is. But he plays it well.
He does do a good job.
Yeah, I did.
I'm still halfway through that first season.
I like Broadchurch. That was good. That's a good. He's a police officer in that.
Ah. Does he have a British accent?
Yeah, it's still it's a BBC.
Oh, okay.
It's
That
a
would make
BBC
sense.
service. Yeah. But
All right, back to the Thor
do I
question.
like Thor? I do. I genuinely do like Thor. It's not because of Ryan. I like Thor when I was a kid too. I like the idea of Thor.
Because he's awesome.
I wasn't really into a lot of Marvel other than X-Men characters that I'm trying to think of through. I didn't really know who Iron Man was. I don't know his story. Spider-Man, because the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon when we were kids came on. I liked Spider-Man because I remember the show. Hulk.
Remember the one with him and Firestar and Iceman?
No.
Wow, that was good.
I loved the Incredible Hulk with Bill Bixby. That was my thing.
Da-da-da.
But I didn't know that it was like a Marvel thing. I just thought it was just this real cool sci-fi television show. I didn't realize it was a comic book.
It's a comic.
Until I think one time the character was on Spider-Man. Like there was a Spider-Man Hulk type crossover. But I liked X-Men growing up. But that was like late 80s, early 90s. I think X-Men cartoon came out. But as I got older, I remember the first time I saw Thor, a Thor-esque character was on, this is so dumb, don't judge, was Adventures in Babysitting. And on the movie Adventures in Babysitting, the little girl that she babysat loved Thor. And she had the Thor helmet with the wings, and she had a hammer.
Why wouldn't you?
And then later on in the movie, a guy, I think he might have been a plumber or something like that, but he looked like Thor. He had long blonde hair. He was really big and muscular, and he helps them escape from these bad guys and stuff because they witnessed a crime or something like that. And I was like, oh, that is so cool. And I think I remember asking my mom, like, who's Thor? What is that? You know, what's the deal with the hammer and the thing? Because I remember as a kid, you know, there was very limited like superhero movie, TV show type stuff. Like Great American Hero was on.
It wasn't a lot back then.
But it wasn't a lot. So I think she told me because my mom would know more than I think my dad would. My dad was DC, so he liked Superman and Batman and stuff like that. We watched a Batman movie with Michael Keaton with my dad. So, but yeah, I have.
Want to know my secret identity?
Yes,
I'm Batman.
always. But yeah, I do genuinely. I'm not a Chris Hemsworth fan. I think he's great as Thor, but outside of the Thor realm, I don't really care for him.
I don't either.
I'm not really. I don't really care
Thor.
for him, even in his looks or anything like that. He's not my cup of tea. But no, it's Thor. I think he's a really great character. I think he's a really great superhero.
He's the best.
So it makes sense of him being a superhero. He actually makes more sense than any of the other characters. You know, they just kind of happen to be. And he is actually a superhero.
Yeah.
So.
He's super. There you go.
Did that make you happy?
Yes. Did you say all that just to make me happy?
No, I didn't. I thought that would surprise you that I would think that.
It does a little bit.
Okay.
There you go. All right, next question. Michael Gwynn. Why don't y'all do live videos? I think y'all should do live videos. Great question, Michael. We did some live streams a couple of years ago. Now here's the problem. See, we live in East Texas in a very small town. So our internet is crap. Like I literally get like 4 megs down and like 1 or 2 up. I think it's 1 up. Yeah. That's our internet speed.
Yeah.
So, and I've tried recently. I've tried here at the shop on my Mac because I got a MacBook and it's got a good camera. And I was like, let's do this. And like, no. No, you gotta have, especially if you want to do it in HD, you gotta have like at least 4, 5, 6, or 8 megs upload speed to do it with good quality. And so we don't have that. I don't even have the option of getting that. I could have doubled my speed to 8 down and 2 up, you know, for like double the price. But I can't even do that right now because there's not even enough service available for that.
Yeah.
So
It's so bad here that whenever the high school is just like right down the road from us, and whenever the teenagers get out of school, it takes us considerable amount of time just to process credit cards because it's online, and so it's even interferes with it. That's how it just gets sucked down.
Yeah.
And then if you add on top, we have that the flea market that's here every first Monday, the first weekend of every month. On top of that, and then that, it just goes to just this creepy crawly.
oh man, I don't
You
even know.
can't stream, you can't do anything. It's just
Like these Ask RNA videos that are like sometimes 20, 30, 40 minutes long will literally take all night to upload in 720. I'm not even uploading these in 1080. I wish I could upload these in 1080, but I'm like, I ain't waiting 10 hours to upload this video in 1080.
literally.
As you know. So yeah, it's our internet speed. Which sucks because you know who has really fast internet speed? Flipside Music, Denver, Colorado, and he doesn't do any videos. But I tell you what, last year we went to visit, we hung out with Ike. Go watch the video. I don't know, I never did put up our vlog video. Never mind. I did a video of us we did an Ask RNA at Flipside Music. You can go watch that. I have a vlog of that trip that I never finished editing. But I did the Ask RNA video from Ike's in Denver. I'm like, hey, well, let me go ahead and upload this. And normally we're talking for like a 15-minute video. It's like 2-3 hours here. Plugged it in, he's like, oh, 10 minutes, it'll be up. I'm like, what the? I was like, what kind of internet you got here, Ike? He's like, oh, just the cheapest package. I'm like, you son of a... So yeah, internet out here in the middle of nowhere, it's just not fast enough.
Yes.
I would have to spend a significant amount of money in order to get it fast enough internet to do it, and I can't even do it right now.
No.
There's
Mama
nothing
gotta
available.
eat.
Yeah. So for now, you're gonna have to just make do with the pre-recorded
Sorry.
Ask RNAs.
We would love to do that.
Absolutely. And I don't know what it was, a couple of years ago when we did it. Of course, the video quality wasn't amazing. It was like 460, whatever it is, 400. It wasn't an HD, but yeah, that's why. Thanks for the question, man. Drittle. Would you buy a guitar that sounds great, feels great, plays great, great fit and finish, but not in love with the look? Oh, very good question. Yeah, I would. I've picked up a few guitars before that I'm like, it's not really my thing, and I started playing it. I was like, oh, this is nice.
Right.
I like it. So yeah, if it plays great, feels great, sounds great, feels good to play, because you can just close your eyes and just play. I mean,
It's ugly.
yeah,
But I'm playing.
when you're playing your guitar, you're not really staring at it so much. Hopefully, certainly not if you're playing on like live, walk around and playing.
Put it on the wall.
You can't really see it while you're playing it, anyways. But
And walk away.
it depends on how ugly it is. If it was a 5 out of 10, I'd probably play it. If it was a 2, I probably wouldn't. I don't know. It just depends.
Depends on who owned it.
Depends, yeah. Not in. If I like the look, but I don't love the look, but it plays great, I would probably play it. If I hated the look, I probably wouldn't. Yeah. Thanks for the question, man. Next question, Chris Perry, Ryan. What do you make of Kiesel Carvin? Angela, how do you motivate a new singing student who feels down on themselves? Oh, that's a good one. You've been dealing with that.
Yeah.
What do I make of Kiesel Carvin? It's been a really long time since I've had a Carvin guitar come across my path or played one. It's probably been a good 20 years. And I seem to think back then it was all right, it was not too bad. The current ones, I don't know. I mean, I follow them on Instagram and stuff. I'm like, man, they got some really pretty finishes and stuff. But I don't know. It's kind of, there's people who absolutely love them and think they're great. And I know some people who got them who were like, nah, it wasn't really that great. So it's hard for me to say, They do have some really pretty guitars. But, actually putting your hands on them playing one, I don't know. It's kind of funny though, because they're just factory direct. So, you know, as a retailer, I could never sell them. So they don't really interest me a whole lot, I guess.
Yeah. You
would say. Other than I do kind of look at some of the finishes and go, that's pretty interesting. But I don't think a whole lot about it necessarily. How do you motivate a new singing student who feels down on themselves?
Punch him in the face. No.
Feel better about yourself.
Yes, do it. There's so many different steps because there's so many different layers of not feeling good about themselves. It depends on where the seed of sadness or twisted self-image comes from. So I like to usually get to the root of that. Why do you think this way? Why do you feel this way? What's going on in your head? Because you can see it on their face. That's why I try to let them see themselves whenever they're singing. I want them to see what we see whenever they're looking at themselves. So you can see that you're singing like this. You're kind of singing like this, you know. And I always wonder what's going through your head. What are the thoughts? And then once I get that and I pull that out, I usually tell them, listen, because I'm a Christian and I believe that God gave us these gifts for people and to help people and to motivate people and to make the world better for Him. So whenever I tell them just that. Listen, God gave you this gift, and He wouldn't give this gift to you, if He didn't think that you weren't worthy of this gift. So if He thinks you're worthy, I think you're worthy, you should think that you're worthy too. So for you to not think that is a complete lie, and it's not a truth that you should be standing on. The truth that you should be standing on is that God loves you, I love you, and you are worth this gift. So I try to get them in that mindset of I am worth it. I have been given this gift of song vocally that not a lot of people have, and the want and the drive to be able to sing and perform in front of everybody that not a lot of people have. So I need to be using this. I need to be stepping out into this. And no matter what anybody else has said, what people say does not determine who you are. What you do with what they say can determine who you are. And either you're going to ignore it, especially if it's negative, and believe the real truth and that you're special and you're unique and you are made for this time, or you're going to believe what other people, because hurt people will hurt people. And if you believe what a hurt person says as a truth, you're believing a negative narrative. So I try to get them to realize why they're thinking what they're thinking. And then I try to tell them, listen, you are worth it. Even if you don't sing in front of people and you're just doing this for yourself, just to get yourself motivated to do other things. Like I've had other people, I don't really want to sing in front of people, but I think this will be a great tool to do other things. Well, then that's great. Well, you have to get over this mental block of I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, I'm not talented enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not handsome enough, or whatever the negative narrative, the lie is, and replace it with a truth that you are worthy, you are special, you are unique, you are beautiful, you are handsome, and in your own way, and you go for it. You are who you are for a reason. You were made who you are for a reason. So that's how I usually get started. That's usually like week 1 and 2 of it, but that's what, I have to do that with almost every single one of them. And I have some girls and guys come through that have amazing voices, but their self-confidence is completely shot, and you'll never
zero self-confidence.
You'll never hear from them because they don't believe it as a truth, because they've heard the negative all their life. I had a teacher, and I play off of this because I had a teacher and this is on the negative side of it, I had a teacher in the 7th grade pull me aside because there was a lot of racial tension in our school because it's East Texas and there's a lot of closed-minded people here. And this was in 91, I guess. Pulled me outside of the classroom because I was literally, me and my sisters were the only biracial people in the whole entire school system. And he said that he didn't agree with what I was being biracial, that he didn't like what I was. And he thought that I was a distraction because I was reminding people to do something that he didn't believe was right. Like a teacher told me that. And I remember looking at him like, first of all, you done lost your mind. Like, I remember looking at him like, are you really talking to me that way? But that was a seed for me to, as an adult or as an encourager, because I've always been an encourager, to that plays in my mind. Don't ever be that person. Don't ever be a person that blows out someone's light. If you have a light, be the person that lights somebody else's light.
I'll throw some gasoline on that.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Just, I want to be able to fan the flame. I do not want to be the person who suffocates and stifles light. I want to be the one who fans it up. And I tell them that. It's like, I am here to make sure that your light burns as bright as it possibly can before you leave me. So that's how I do it.
Yeah. Well, we're our own worst critic.
We are.
I mean, everyone is.
Yes.
So it's easy to believe negative about yourself. I mean, there are a few people who come around who just have great self-confidence. Like,
yes,
all they've heard their whole life is like their mama's like, you are the greatest ever, and you know, maybe. But I think there's a lot less people who have too much confidence than who are under confidence.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So
he was that way.
Oh yeah.
For years and years, and I didn't understand that. So my parents were always huge encouragers and supporters of us. We were always told, well, you're beautiful because you're a beautiful person, not because I'm cosmetically beautiful, because I am, but because I'm on the inside. We're a beautiful person because we treat people with love and respect. But I didn't understand that, but he wasn't raised that way. I mean, his mom was a great influencer and stuff like that, and she's a good mom, but it was his narrative in his head. So I was just like, how are you so talented and handsome and wonderful and have a great personality, but you think so little of yourself? And that fueled me to make sure that he knew how valued and how loved and how amazing he was. And then whenever we had children, I really wanted to make sure, because I did not want ever them to one moment in their life to ever feel like they were not special and loved. Not special in like how it has been twisted, but I was like, you have a specific talent and a goal. Every single person does, and I want to find that in you, and I want to pull it out so that you can.
You're not talented at everything.
No,
but you are talented at something.
And it won't be something I'm talented at, or as your dad or might. And you might go further than we ever have, but we want to make sure that that comes out and is nurtured and you know, that you grow completely. And I don't ever want to chop you down before you have the chance to bear fruit with the gift and call that God has placed on your life. So
we're super encouragers.
Super duper.
You got to, especially a lot of our, we got a lot of young kids taking lessons, 10 years old and older, and they're like,
and then we see it, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah. With our kids, we had a saying that we would say, Dad's awesome and Mom's awesome. What does that make you? And we're like, super awesome.
Super awesome.
Super awesome. So they've always had that narrative. So when they started,
because they would naturally be like, I'm not any good at this.
I'm not good at this.
I'm not any good. I'm like, hey, wait, hang on.
Wait.
Do you think I'm awesome? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Mom's awesome?
Yeah.
I'm like, what awesome plus awesome equals?
Super awesome.
Yeah, you're super awesome. So quit,
don't you ever.
Don't rip yourself. There's enough people out there
who
will rip you down and tear you down any chance they get. Don't tear yourself down.
Yeah. So when that hurt person comes to on you can be like, you're coming from an area that you've never heard the love. You've never received it the way I have. I don't need your stamp of approval. I got my thing. Let me go shine my light over here. Right?
Tell you one thing. Come on.
Testify.
Great question, Chris. Thanks, man. I hope somebody got something out of that. So. B. Thomas, next question. Hi, guys. Is there any country artists you recommend? I'm into newer artists like Brent Cobb, Chris Stapleton,
I know who that is.
Wheeler Walker Jr., and Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah.
I live in England, and country doesn't really have a presence here. I know of Johnny Cash and Chris Christopherson as well. Any recommendations would be great. Whew. Well, you know what? Country's kind of a big deal around here. Around these parts right here, y'all.
I was going to say, around these parts.
Yeah, in the South, in the
Oh
North,
my gosh.
in
It
the
depends
Midwest.
on what kind of... It seems like your taste is more towards the older sounding sound.
That's like real country. You're not Florida Georgian line. Or is that right? Is that who they are? That's like... They're like the Creed of country music.
Stop.
They are. I just taught a kid a Florida Georgia line song, and
Oh,
I
gosh.
feel kind of ashamed about it. But super easy, though. G, D, E minor, C.
Yeah.
That's the whole dang song. I'm like, I could have wrote that country song.
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong business. I need to start writing country songs.
Here's
Four
a tear
chords,
in my
and,
beer.
4 chords, and pickup
Yes.
trucks, and blue jeans, and girl, and truck, and
Hop in my truck and let's
Go down to the river. set my alarm down to the river,
Yes.
looking at the
Jump
moon.
in with the 6-pack and my girl and my
Big
jumping mud
trucks.
puddles and
Tight jeans, down to the river,
oh my
something
god.
like that.
So, other than that, let's get back on topic. I
Burnt
would
country.
say, oh goodness, because I liked 90s country. I did. I liked Reba McEntire and
George Strait,
yes, Martina McBride and Garth Brooks and Alan Jackson.
Clint Black.
Yeah, Clint Black.
Those are names I recognize.
Let's see. Oh gosh, Randy Travis. That's a good one. He has a great voice.
That's
Oh
like
my
classic
goodness.
country.
It is. It's
Like real.
good.
That's like real country.
Reba, the Judds. Those are
Yeah.
great. That's some great stuff right there. Who else? I feel like
Willie
I'm missing.
Nelson.
Trisha Yearwood. Willie Nelson's good. Waylon Jennings.
Waylon Jennings.
Charlie Pride.
Outlaw country.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah. All the new stuff. It's weird. It's all the newer country that's popular. It seems like it's really almost like Southern rock. It's
Yeah.
Kind of, it's really kind of cliche almost. It's not really.
Yeah, it's not real country. It's not
Yeah.
real country. It is people who live in the country. It's like people who live in big cities in the South.
what they imagine country is.
Yeah. And then they've never
like a
seen
parody.
a cow. They've never ridden a horse. They've never,
Yeah.
no.
I don't really like country music particularly. Like some of the older stuff, some Waylon Jennings things. I've taught some country songs to students. And I'm like, that's fine. I'll teach it. I don't hate it, but it's not really my thing.
Yeah.
But I do like what's his name. I like Brad Paisley.
Yeah.
I like him because he's a stupid, amazing guitar player.
Yeah.
Like he's like the Jeff Loomis of country guitar.
Right.
So I can listen to Brad Paisley because his guitar playing is amazing. I don't
Kenny
know about
Rogers.
Kenny Rogers.
Dolly
I was
Parton.
born on the dairy.
Oh
I was
god,
raised
Tanya
on the dairy.
Tucker. I'm sitting here trying to think of more as you're talking.
Yeah.
I know a lot more women country singers. I'm trying to think of singers. Oh gosh,
What
I
was his
can't think
name?
of it now. I can't think of it.
What was his? Oh, I can't think of the name either. I'm trying to think of how many country songs I've taught. It's not a lot, but there are a few.
Yeah.
What's that one? Boys round here.
Oh
Drinking
yeah,
that-
he's
it's
on The
cool.
Voice.
Oh, yeah.
What's his face?
What's his face? You're
Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
Writes about beer and trucks and boys and
Why
girls.
he's on The
and
Voice?
Red
I
dirt.
mean, he's won his guy. People have won The Voice. He has a decent voice. He really does. He's caught in a
redneck.
yeah. Ugh.
It's kind of cliche. That's
Yeah.
sort of like commercial country,
Yeah.
not like real country.
So just Google older country. Do you like best of the 80s and 90s country? 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Yeah, if you're actually looking for current country that's real good, I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
The Red Dirt stuff, which is out of Oklahoma, Red Dirt country, it's more like real. It's not about pickup trucks and dirt. And then there's Texas country, and I can't tell you any of their names, but I have to say, I like so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. And I'll listen to this song, I'm like, oh, I've never heard of these guys. So they're not like mega famous, but like, oh, that's a good song.
Yeah.
Just like, they're sort of, the good country is sort of the underground country.
Yeah.
And everyone else is like,
I'm trying to think of.
Everybody else is like, oh, who's that band everybody hates from Canada? Oh.
I don't
Look
know.
at this photograph. I can't remember the name of the band. Everybody hates them. Everybody hates them, but they sell out
I don't listen
arenas.
to a lot of stuff like that. I don't listen
Chad
to
Kroger.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nickelback.
Nickelback, yeah. All the famous popular country bands are like the Nickelback of country.
Yeah, I like Josh Turner's voice because he has a bass voice. He has like that old, like Randy Travis in his younger days. He has a good voice.
Yeah, man. There you go. That's, I don't know if that was any use at all, but
Yeah.
thanks for the question.
Yeah.
It made me think about country for a little bit. All right, next question. Steven Scharf, another great video. Here's my question. Have you ever tried Prestige brand guitars from Canada? Rex Brown, bass player for Pantera. I know who he is.
Yes.
Has a signature model through them. And I've heard a lot of great stuff also. What's your thoughts on Michael Kelly guitars? I used to sell them at the guitar shop I used to work at. Feel they're phenomenal guitars for the money. All right, keep rocking in the free world. I have never tried the Prestige guitars. I've seen pictures and videos. I've actually seen some videos of Rex like playing on his. I'm like, oh, all right. I've never put my hands on one in person, so I can't really say. Michael Kelly stuff's great. I talked to them at NAMM a couple of years ago, along with Anthony from Flipside Music, who never makes videos. And when we were in Denver, I played on some, because Ike went ahead and pulled the trigger, and he carries them there. And yeah, I like them. The Bitter Bass Man has a really sweet 5-string acoustic bass that he bought a long time ago from Michael Kelly Guitars. And I think they're pretty cool. They were on my short list to add to the store. I'm like, hey, maybe at some point we'll bring them on, because I think they're good. I have no negative stuff to say about the Michael Kelly stuff. And they were made at the same factory at the time, 2 years ago. They were made at the same factory as a lot of other Korean guitars. And they were significantly more affordable than other said guitars made from the same factory. So go figure if factory matters to you. But I think they're doing some stuff in Indonesia now and Korea. But yeah, so never played Prestige. I'd love to. And the Michael Kelly stuff's great. No complaints. Thanks for the question, Steven. Nose itching. Next question. Divided by time. How do you divide by time? Interesting. All right, what brand guitars are you a dealer for right now? All right. Well, as of, what month is it? May 2018. Let's see. We are, of course, Washburn dealers. We've been Washburn dealers for a long time. Mostly they're acoustics. Their electric range is kind of shrank over the years, but we've always been really big into their acoustics. They sell really well for us here. Matter of fact, I'm completely sold out of Washburn acoustics. I'm actually completely sold out of acoustics at the moment. So, so we do Washburn. I'm thinking about bringing on some Oscar Schmidt guitars, which is Washburn's more affordable line. I mean, Washburn owns Oscar Schmidt. I've never really carried them before because, you know, I thought the Washburns had some pretty affordable guitars, but the Oscar Schmidt stuff, they've got some 3/4 size things and some half size things that would be good for, they have a lot of young players starting out. So probably I have access to the Oscar Schmidt stuff, but I've never really ordered it. But I think probably in the next month or two we'll probably bring on some of those. So let's see, Schecter, of course. Schecter. We've been Schecter dealers since fall of '09. So the company we've been with the longest is actually Schecter and D'Addario. CMG guitars, right? So I'm really happy about CMG. Fantastic. We have our number 2 CMG limited run dealer exclusive guitar is going to be any moment now. It will be here. And as a matter of fact, it's not even available. You can't get it anymore because one of our regular viewers called us yesterday and he said, I want it. Send me the invoice. I want to pay for it. And as soon as it gets here. So as soon as number 2 gets here, I'm going to check it out, play it, QC it, maybe a couple videos, pictures, and then it's going to go off. So CMG guitars, Acacia. So we're still doing stuff with Acacia, and they've been great. So is that right? CMG, Washburn, Acacia, Schecter. Sorry, forgot the Schecters. Oscar Schmidt, which is Washburn, essentially. We do Kala ukuleles. We've been carrying Kala for a while. Completely sold out of Kalas. I mean, the ukuleles, I need more ukuleles probably and less guitars because they sell really fast. But Kala ukes, I think that's it. I think that's it on guitars at the moment. We're in talks, in discussions with Vola. Got an email today because I talked to them at the guitar show. Greg, I liked what I saw from Vola, and so we're talking about getting some of them. And they have some of their Japanese, made in Japan guitars, starting at around like $1,400, $1,500, which is great for a made in Japan guitar.
Right.
So we're in discussions with them. That's it at the moment, though, as far as guitars. Amps, Orange. Been with Orange a long time.
Yeah.
Orange and Randall and Devil Cat. So Devil Cat is our USA amp line, and they've been fantastic. So I think that's it at the moment for guitars and amps. Of course, accessories, but I'm not going to go into all the accessories. But there you go. Those are the brands currently.
Okay.
We've had others.
That's good.
Yeah, we may add some more, but I'm really thinking at the moment we'll probably go deeper with Schecter, deeper with Washburn acoustics. Been looking at Seagull acoustics. They're made in Canada as well, but yeah, that's it at the moment. There you go. Thanks for the question, man. Oh man, DMAZ Phantom. I think I said it right this time. DMAZ Phantom. DMAZ here got a pretty simple question. How can I buy gear from your store online, and do you ship internationally? I went on the site. There's nothing available other than those stickers and whatnot. LOL. I kind of want a poster. Looks awesome. Yay, yeah.
Yay,
yeah. As far as shipping internationally, t-shirts, yeah. Stickers, yeah. Poster, yeah. Guitars, I don't like to do internationally because it's just a pain in the butt, honestly. Shipping is super expensive and you guys got to pay for it. Like there's no free shipping on international stuff. I've shipped a couple of guitars internationally, maybe 3, but it was to people that I actually knew really well. Like I actually knew these guys, and I'm like, okay, I know you, so
right.
I don't have any reservations about it. But still, shipping was expensive. There's import duties. There's duties, and you got to take care of the duties. So, but it always makes me nervous. I'm always afraid of. I overpack guitars. I've never had a guitar that I've sold and shipped ever arrived damaged anywhere. I tend to overpack them, but shipping overseas really makes me nervous on whether they'll get there okay or not. But the main problem is with a lot of our brands, like Schecter stuff, I couldn't sell it to you because there's distributors in the UK and Europe and in Australia that sell Schecter. So as a dealer, I'm not supposed to sell there because there's companies there that you can buy from. And a lot of companies, now that is not to say that stores don't do that.
Right.
but they not supposed to. And if the wrong person found out you were doing it, you could lose your dealership. So, yeah. Now, as far as this online store, I think we've talked about this before. It's not. I've got to redo the website. Like it's messed up. Like it would charge you Texas sales tax, and you don't have to pay Texas sales tax if you're outside of Texas. But the guy who built it for me isn't really available to change things for me, and I'm not a WordPress expert. It's on my list of things. I've got to learn how to completely do our website. I guess I'm going to have to do it myself, because I already spent money to have it done, and to spend more money to have someone else fix it. Like, now who knows if they'll do a good job or not, and then I might just have to turn around. I don't want to throw money away on it. So
yeah, because Mama's got to eat.
Yeah, and our children like to eat, and it's not a big
Speaking
priority.
of eat,
are we gonna go eat? What time is it?
I'm hungry.
Well, we'll have dinner in a little while. And it's not
like this big burrito.
and really, honestly,
back.
it's not a big priority for us right now. Like a couple of years ago, I was really interested in trying to, like, okay, we're gonna have, like, you know, our storage room, and we're gonna have a lot of guitars, and we're gonna ship them all over the USA. And we did that. I mean, I've shipped guitars all over America, Hawaii, Alaska, you know, and I was like, you know what? But I don't think that's really, like, I don't want to turn into the next whatever store that's like, this is what we do. We're just a shipping center, like a Sweetwater
it's not as personal
or whatever. Yeah, I'm a lot more interested in being more of a destination type thing where people from around the area, and we have that now. People come through like, hey, I've watched your videos, and I'm passing through Tech Dallas on my way to wherever, going back to, you know, Georgia. So I came in, you know,
Florida, Georgia,
Georgia,
Florida, Georgia,
Washington State.
Yeah.
But I'm coming through Texas. But what? I got something on me.
No, it's just,
Is it a black widow spider?
it was just happy and jelly.
I killed a black widow today.
I know, that was
Scary. So yeah, I mean, you know, we went through a phase where I wanted to really build the online presence and selling gear, but it became just a massive headache. And that's not really where we make our living anyways.
No.
We make our living selling locally and teaching lessons.
Right.
And we do sell guitars. Like, you know, my last CMG Custom went to Georgia, actually, which is funny because they're made in Georgia. And the next one is going, where's Mike from? Washington State?
Oh, I don't know.
We still sell stuff all over the place, but I'm not trying to just make it this big thing. I don't want to be in Andertons or you know, or any of that sort of stuff. I mean, that's not where I'm at right now. So yeah, not yet. Maybe I'll get back in that again, but I don't know. Sorry, my mom was texting me. I'll call her back in a little bit. I'm going to answer your guys' questions, then call my mom. She'll be fine. Scott H. Well, that was enjoyable as always. Nice to decompress after a long work week. Thanks for answering my question. Hope you have a great weekend. Question for next week. What are your thoughts on guitars with coil split pickups? Are you gaining much truly usable versatility, or is it a solution in search of a problem? Good question. Bonus points question. Angela, did the Lolly men treat you right on Mother's Day?
They always do. They always do. They had the sweetest cards. Oh, should I answer that now? Or do you
Go
want
ahead.
to? Okay.
You absolutely should answer that right now.
So anyways, the other... Just sit back, honey, while I take over.
I bought her a PRS 594 for Mother's Day.
No, my birthday is so close to Mother's Day that it's just kind of like... And I had the big 4-0... you know, birthday, mother of all birthdays.
You didn't have a big party though.
No, I didn't, because I don't like them.
Yeah.
And I don't need a lot of stuff, so I like the thought that counts. I like the thoughtful stuff, and they did. It was very thoughtful and sweet, and it was nice and relaxing, and great cards, great present. You know, it was good. So yes, they did. They always do.
I was trying to think, what did we do?
We had lunch with his mom.
And we went to my mom's.
Yes, so he brought her dinner, lunch, and we brought lunch over. And yeah, it was just really nice. It was very peaceful, and that's what I like, because I'm going so much. I never really get to spend, we go to the movies and they'll go to their, stores, the boys like the hobby town stuff, but what I like to just sit and be, with family. So it was just like that. I liked it. It was good.
There you go. There you go.
He did good.
Yay. Coil split pickups. I have a couple of guitars with coil splits. I tend to not use it very often. I don't. They do an okay job of kind of, sounding like a single coil pickup, but it's not, it doesn't sound the same as a real single coil. So I tend to not use them a whole lot, although we were playing a song at church and I was using my PRS, and we got a song that's kind of got a jangly sort of guitar part, and I'm like, well, you know what? I think I'm gonna do the coil split. Ching chang, chang chang, and it's okay. I mean, it's not as convincing. Chang 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 chang. It's okay, but in a pinch it does okay. But I tend to not use that very much on my guitars. I have several guitars with coil splitting capability. I tend to not use it very much. And if I was going to write a song or play a song that I really wanted that sound, I would just borrow one of my friend's guitars. Because I don't really like single coils, so it's not my thing. But I got buddies who do. I'll borrow one of Tim's Tellys and, do a thing. But, yeah, I don't think they do an awesome job. I do use it a little bit, but I kind of agree with you. I don't think it's... Nothing really replaces the sound of a real single coil. So, thanks for the question, Scott. Good question. And final question. This is going to be a long one. I don't even know how long this is. It's probably been an hour already. Mike Barker. Hey guys, is that a Fender Carbonita Telecaster I see behind you? Thought you didn't do Fender stuff, LOL. Great videos, by the way. Are you excited enough to see the Solo movie when it comes out? Or will you wait until it's released on DVD? I think we answered the Solo thing last time. But no, it is not a Fender. It's actually a custom-made Tele by a local guy out here in East Texas. Not local, it's about 45 minutes away. So, some friends of mine at another music store that they are kind of like, their thing is repairs. Our bread and butter is teaching lessons. We teach a lot of beginner lessons and early intermediate lessons and get people started on their musical journey. That's what we do. We teach all day, every day. And but my buddies, they do like repairs and tech work and build guitars. Like that's their thing. They sell stuff too. They sell a lot more than we do, but that's their thing. But a guy out there, Caleb Stroshine, he builds guitars. It's Caleb Stroshine guitar. And he built it for a friend of mine, my friend Ken. That's actually Ken's guitar. It's not here now. It's over there. I thought y'all would enjoy some other guitars today, but it's Ken's, and it's here on consignment. So that's why I have it. Everybody thinks it's a Carbonita by Fender, but it ain't. It's a custom built one. Consignment guitar. We do consignment as well. I have several friends that'll bring in, hey, I want to sell this guitar. Will you hang it up and sell it for me? Like, yeah. But no, I don't sell Fenders. Probably never will, but never say never, but I don't know. No. Probably not, because sales reps for Fender are kind of, well, I could tell you stories. Everybody I know that sells Fender never has anything good to say about their sales reps. I'll just tell you.
All right. Let's just go real now.
Oh, well, let's get, why not? I mean, I'm not selling them. I don't sell Fenders. Who cares? But they'll come in and tell you, hey, you need to order 25 more of these things. What? I've already got 25 on the wall. Yeah, but
like, you know what?
if you want to keep your dealership, you better order 20 more right now, or we're going to take your dealership away. I'm like,
yes.
All right.
They pop you upside the head.
All right.
In a positive way.
Get out. Anyways, actually, I did talk to one local Fender rep here in Texas. He came in the store, talked to me. We talked a little bit. He was pretty nice, actually. So he was a nice guy, but maybe it's because he's from Texas. I don't know. But some of the other stories I've heard from other stores and their reps hadn't been real pretty. But as far as seeing Solo, I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go see it in the movies because I think Ron Howard is great, and so I'm curious to see if Ron Howard could do something with it. I have a feeling I'm prepared to be disappointed, but I've got a little sliver of hope that maybe Ron Howard will make a good movie out of it, but I don't know. I wish they would just leave it alone and just go do something else. go back 1,000 years in the Star Wars timeline, or go 1,000 years in the future and leave Han Solo and Luke Skywalker and all that. I would be interested in seeing an Obi-Wan movie if Ewan McGregor is Obi-Wan, but that's the only way I want to see it. If it's not Ewan McGregor, I'm like, don't even talk to me about it. So. A Boba Fett movie, I don't know. Or they'll just keep ruining my childhood. So maybe just leave it alone, like Michael Jackson says, and just do something else. So, and there you go. And on that note, we're going to go have some dinner. So thank you guys so much for all the questions. I forgot there were so many questions today.
Yes.
Awesome.
That was 14 questions.
14 questions. It only took us 2 hours to answer them all. So awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Appreciate all the comments. Of course, you know, we saw there were a lot of comments too, so we'll read those.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Thanks for the questions.
Lots of kind words.
Yes, very much. So if you have a question for next week, put it down below. We'll try to answer it. Depending on how long this one gets, there might come a point in time where we have to sort of scale this down a little bit. But, you know, someone else mentioned that they really enjoyed this because it's kind of like watching a live stream.
Because it's so long?
Because it's so long, yeah. But, you know, I watch live streams that are 3 hours long, and I'll watch the whole thing, right? And I do try to go down, you know, in the description of this video, you'll see what's time-stamped each question. So if there's a certain question you want to jump to, and then maybe jump back to another one, you know, you can do that. So we do that for you guys. And so time, you know, that happens a lot with the live stream stuff too. So I think people are so used to live streams now that longer videos don't really bother them. Which is great. It doesn't
bother me.
This is great. I usually watch them for the most part. I'll put them on while I'm working, doing something else. So, but you know, I don't know. We'll see.
He's too worried about it.
I'm too worried about it.
We're going to keep on doing what we're doing.
We're going to keep on going. So anyways, ask your question for next week. We'll try to answer it. Thank you so much. If you're interested, if you want an RNA Music shirt, link in the description. Go to our Teespring store. Get you an RNA Music shirt. That'd be awesome. I like the new one personally, but this one's comfortable too. So go get you one if you want. No pressure. But get like 10 because we got to buy dinner for the kids. We have to feed our children.
We have one going to college.
Oh, crap. Why'd you have to say that?
And one 5 years behind him.
I'm not even... Shh. Let me just live in my blissful ignorance.
Yes, I look great.
You do look great.
For having a college-age kid.
You look awesome. I like you. He's not in college yet.
He's not.
He's just about to graduate. But
yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
Music needs you.
And you need the music.
And we need the music. And we need to keep it alive for everybody trying to play music right now.
Yes, because Mama's got to eat.
Yeah, not the next generation, because we don't do that Star Trek crap.
It's not crap. I like Star Trek. I like it better than Star Wars.
I like it better than Last Jedi. Last Jedi ruined it.
Just saying.
The new Star Trek movies are better than the new Star Wars movies.
Yes, they are.
And that's really painful to say. All right, we got to go. All right, thank you guys so much. We'll talk to y'all soon. See you soon with a vlog video or a guitar talk video or something. So subscribe if you haven't. Hit the little like, thumbs up, all that sort of stuff. I want to talk to y'all again. Bye, guys.